today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
A day one starter his rookie year. He also won a whole lot of games as well. First 5 years, the Bengals went to the playoffs each and every year. He continues to evolve as a quarterback, learning how to work around a running game, an offensive line, and receivers that continue to develop.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Washington first down.
That's caught out wide by Stills. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This will be Dalton again. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, the surprise second-round pick back in April, as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
I know Eagles fans weren't exactly thrilled with the selection of Jalen Hurts in the second round, but they needed a big-time backup if they want to go deep in the playoffs. And he was 38-4 as a starter in college at both Alabama and Oklahoma, and was the runner-up for the Heisman Trophy last year. 43 career rushing touchdowns. He can throw it, and he can move.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Scott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. But Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip in the wide receiver position. I know that
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
How about that one, the so-called little guys putting the pressure on? That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Gibson, ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. The first down throw coming for Dalton.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Eagles nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton, and his throw is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Dalton's pass intercepted by the Eagles.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Jalen
Almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Number 6.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
This is similar to baseball where you want the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton will get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Antonio Gibson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Dalton here from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nate.
Just outside of our nation's capital. Currently, it's Washington in possession of the football as we get back. With our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Throwing, Dalton. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nate Gary on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Andy Dalton sacked.
Vinny Curry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Logan Thomas, incomplete.
Looking to go back to Thomas again. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Antonio
Johnny is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Antonio Gibson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday. He's got daylight. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
A gain of 42.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
First pass. Intended for his.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Open man, Butler complete.
Hurts.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Butler.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
It's third down.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hurts. Strong coverage by Washington. And now fourth down.
Intended for Boston Scott. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Complete to number 6. A gain of 18.
Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good.
Makes this
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Washington takes over first and 10. At their own.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
That's the end of the first half with this Washington.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We get things started with a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling down south to take on Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes there. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Cam Newton's thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
The Eagles take.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Darby brought him down.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
An Eagle first down.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Jalen Hurts.
Chase Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Down, Philadelphia.
Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And 8.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Scott, the Eagle ball carrier.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Incomplete.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. On first down, it's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for...
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Scott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Boston Scott, the Eagle ball carrier.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now
For the Eagles.
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Carry here for the big tight end. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the
Back now at FedEx Field.
with the Washington.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 88 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Hurts pass.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles are back within a score. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Jalen Hurts.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain it.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Scott, the Eagle ball carrier.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
He was taken
The
down.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Boston Scott.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
At the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Conversion.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought back.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Washington.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Dalton's pass.
Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set.
Logan Thomas.
And that is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 3rd and short.
Terry McLaurin. Incomplete.
All right, here's Dalton. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
4th and
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot.
29-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Being chased out left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here, overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Dalton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Washington. First and 10 at the 40.
Dalton here from the gun. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
To Logan Thomas.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Gibson. That's good for a Washington. First and 10 at the 40.
First and 10 for Dalton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Gibson. Incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
Brings up second and
Passing again. Dalton on second and 10. And it's third and 4.
Ball carrier.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave him with third and 4. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. It's third and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Pass. Intended for Logan Thomas.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. So Dalton now. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Caleb Wilson.
It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brings up third.
As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Yeah, I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Throwing again. Dalton to the right side and complete to Thomas. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
just witnessed? Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.